Salt Lake City is a home to many refugees and the services who help them get here, help them find housing, and help them find work. As news specialist Sean Moody reports, they're watching the whole process pretty closely. Sean?
Yeah, the question some of these refugee advocates are wondering is, will that hearing that we just heard about in October even be necessary? One part of that executive order that was upheld was the 120-day ban, or suspension rather, of the refugee program. 120 days from now will be in October, and the administration may have already finished their vetting review. The past few months have been pretty up and down for refugee advocates like attorney Brad Parker.
The travel ban is announced, an appellate court strikes it down, it's revamped, another appellate court strikes it down, and we've just been waiting for the Supreme Court opinion.
It came this morning before Natalie Alderi got to work at the International Rescue Committee.
You know, it was a bit of a surprise walking into the office this morning and hearing what was going on.
The challenge now is to figure out the language.
We are definitely alarmed and taking the steps right now to understand what this means for the refugees that we serve, both locally and for those that will be impacted overseas.
The 120-day ban on refugees could be moot by the time the Supreme Court hears the whole case in October.
They actually asked the government, the Trump administration, to say whether that would even be necessary because the ban will expire in 120 days. Although the administration could always reinstate that ban.
Alderi said she doesn't have a problem with taking another look at vetting.
The IRC encourages a thorough review of the screening process periodically to ensure that it is as safe and sound as it possibly can be, and this administration should do that. We really believe that. But putting people's lives on hold during that time is just unjust.
Parker says the ban has created fear among refugees already here. He'd like to see it gone.
The Supreme Court didn't say that the ban was a good ban. It didn't say that it was a moral ban or a right ban. It just said that it didn't violate the Constitution.
And again, people who have what the government is calling a bona fide connection here will get an exception. That includes people who already have family members, a job offer, or admission to a school. Deanie, back to you.
Sean Moody in Salt Lake tonight. Thank you, Sean. Ashley?
Coming up next.